with the countries you guys are from. I believe my country is just a little city.
Hmm.
Even Nepal is really
It's
small, and also Sri Lanka.
Yeah, we are very small. Do you know Sri Lanka?
Oh. If I know Sri Lanka, yes, I know it. I know it because I hear a lot about it. But
Impressive,
I
yeah.
got to know Sri Lanka just because of Pushpal, because I met Pushpal in China. I was like, oh my god, it's a Sri Lankan. It's a Sri Lankan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because in my country it's not
um,
we don't see people really from Sri Lanka. We have them, some of them, but not much.
I didn't hear. Could not hear you.
Sharon, your voice was disturbed a little.
Me or
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear.
oh,
Mm.
I heard some
okay,
parts,
yeah.
but
So
not all of it.
oh, so okay. No, I met Pushpal in China, so that's how I know, Sri
Mhm.
Lanka a bit better.
Mhm.
You know that I'm not from Sri Lanka, right? I'm from Nepal.
I think she
Oh,
thinks you're.
Nepal. Yeah, but you
Yeah, but I went to Sri
it's
Lanka.
it's
Yeah.
Nepal and Sri Lanka. It's just that region. Yeah, but you went to Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Okay, so Puspa, are we waiting for some more, or shall we continue?
They're still waiting, but I don't know why they have not joined. But yeah, let's start, I guess.
I mean, we are still expecting the half of the numbers they're supposed to join. So whether to hold it or like shall we start the webinar?
It's up to you guys. Like whatever you think is best.
Yeah. So let's wait for 5 minutes and then we can start.
All
Sure.
right.
Yeah, because we were discussing on quite a beautiful topic that's called pandemic.
Okay.
So how is it in your country, Sharon? How is the pandemic going on your country?
It's at this moment it's bad. It's actually really bad. We have like a fourth wave
Oh my
coming
God.
because we have a problem with our borders because we have a lot of woods, a lot of water. So people are escaping from their country to ours, which is Brazil. And as you may have heard, there is a Manaus variant, and the Manaus variant is very dangerous. Actually, kills a lot of people in
Oh my
Brazil.
God.
So right now we have that variant, which causes a lot of havoc in our country. We have people dying, but the positive part is because we are a democratic country, we have a lot of people that are opposed and with each other's um, opinions when it comes to vaccinations. So we have a big part that goes like, no, we don't trust it, and then you have the other part that says, just go vaccinate. I'm one of them that is already vaccinated. I'm vaccinated already. But now that the situation is really getting out of hand, a lot of people now go to vaccinate. So this weekend, like right now, we have a total lockdown, and people can during the lockdown people can also go and vaccinate. but it's really bad.
Mm. It's the same to
And
every
how
country.
is it your country? Are you from Sri Lanka too?
No, I'm from Nepal.
Yeah.
So it's pretty bad in Nepal as well.
Oh, you're from Nepal. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. So it will. I hope it. I hope it just goes away. But it's not that easy. I think because we have a lot of indigenous people too, and our indigenous people are not really familiar with medicines, etc. They always use just their own made medicine in the bush, etc., etc. So
Mm.
when it comes to vaccination, they'll be like, nope, we're not taking anything in our body. So they don't really trust it. And then you have a lot of people in our country that are how do I say, when they come on the television or they post a video on Facebook, everyone is like, yeah, I listen to them. And these particular people are opposed to vaccination. So it's really challenging
Mm.
because once these people speak about it and they are opposed to the vaccination, many people listen to them.
Yeah. What is the vaccine you have?
Mhm.
Which vaccine did you get?
We got the one from India.
Hmm.
Cohen.
We got
Is it
the we got the
is it Cohen?
the Covishield from India, and
Covishield.
we have
Okay.
Co- Co-
Mm.
Covishield, yeah, from India. We got a donation from India, from the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
The Netherlands at this moment we have, like, last night there was like a big group of medical staff that came. Hi, Heina. How are you?
Hi, Gina.
Hello.
I'm fine.
I
Yeah.
I don't think we can hear you. I think you are in mute or something.
I can hear her a bit, but I think the distance between her and the
Back to
mobile
her
phone is
is.
quite a bit.
Oh, she's out. Yeah.
No, she's back.
Like, Hina, can you speak something so that we are sure that you're audible?
Me?
Yeah, yeah, oh, okay, yeah.
About what?
Yeah, we can hear you, but like, not so clearly.
Not clearly. Okay,
I
wait a
think
minute.
you're far from your phone.
Yeah, actually. Okay, what about now? Can you hear me?
Little better.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
How are you doing, Hina?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good as well.
And I believe we have one of our contestant as well, Miss Jachina Shrestha.
Like, I think it's okay if you start, the.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we'll go ahead because it's already the time. Okay, we have one more. Hello, is it Miss San from Laos?
Yeah, like, we can't hear.
San, I can see you, San. It's like a China reunion.
Kind of small, but yeah.
Where is Shan? I can't see her.
Her camera is on.
San, I can see you. Your camera's off.
And she's on mute, I guess.
So
Okay, now I think it's okay to start.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Jachina Shrestha, and hopefully I'm the moderator of the event today. So before starting this seminar, like I'll have a first introduction with everyone. So from Nepal, we have Ms. Pushpalata Neopane, who is the founder and CEO of Poshak, and currently we are on the platform of Poshak as well. So yeah, over to you, Ms. Pushpalata.
Hi everyone. Like after coming back from China, like I just started a small business kind of thing, startup, like as I would like to say. So yeah, I've just started and let's see how it goes. And like on that, like I'm like we're conducting this seminar on behalf of the team Poshak. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Vishal.
Yeah, and from India we have Miss Lina.
hello
Uh,
everyone.
would you mind giving you a short description and introduction?
Yeah, sure. Hello everybody. I'm Lina. I'm from India, and currently I'm working as a writer. I just finished writing one of my books, and I'm waiting for it to be published. And also, I work for a company called Content Me. It's an international company where I create content for different writers. So basically, I work as a ghostwriter, a content creator, and a content writer.
Oh, nice. I mean,
Thank
you are actually a writer. On what topic you're writing on?
It can be anything, but I usually take up topics like humanity and sometimes it's thriller. Like it can be anything. It
Okay.
depends. There are so many genres, so it depends on what the project is usually about.
Nice. Looking forward for your book. I hope very soon.
Let us know when
Hopefully,
you
very
publish it.
soon.
Yeah, please do let us
Yeah,
know as well when it's published, or we can go via
I
online as
will.
well.
I will. Yeah, please. The support will be of great help.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so nice to see so many new friends of Pushpa from so many different countries.
Yeah, and so kind of continuing this thing, we have from Sri Lanka, we have Miss Supuni Jayawardena. Over to you, Supuni.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today. So, I'm Supuni Jawardana and I'm from Sri Lanka. I'm currently working at an agriculture related project. It is a grant to Sri Lanka from the European Union. So, I'm currently working there as a coordinator.
Nice. Okay, right. And then moving forward, we have Miss Sharon from Suriname.
Hi everyone, my name is Sharon Schaap. I am from Suriname. I currently work as a volunteer slash organization that deals with saving the Sinatra group, which is sloths and eaters, armadillos. But next to that, we do a lot of research on the ocean and the seas in Suriname.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you just reminded me a topic. Like today is 5th of June and it's a World Environment Day. So I wish everyone happy World
Yeah,
Environment Day.
you too.
And let's protect this world in any manner we can. We can take a small step from our side as well to protect the environment. Okay, and moving forward from Pakistan,
Indeed.
We have Miss Hina Saif from Pakistan.
Hi everyone. I am Hinasya from Pakistan. Mm, Currently, I'm just writing some research papers and not doing so much from my home and waiting to go back to my university. So, and I do some online blogging these days and nothing else. Yeah,
Nice. You're a blogger as well, Miss Sina.
yeah, on my way.
Okay. Do you mind giving your blog some
Link or something,
your
so we can
blog
all
name?
follow you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm just starting a blog.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. We can do a networking as well, Puspa, I guess. From India, we have a content writer as well. From Pakistan, we have a blogger, and from Suriname, we have a volunteer as well.
Conservative.
Yeah, and someone
Yeah.
working in this agriculture field from some Sri Lanka actually. That's it's a nice networking as well. So yeah, okay. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't get to Miss Chan. She was here for a moment, I guess.
Like,
Okay, and we have one more member that is Jachina Shrestha. She was we recently we conducted actually a program, not a program actually. It's a contest.
contest.
Yeah,
Online contest.
TikTok online contest, and actually we invited quite a few numbers, but apparently we can see only one. Miss Jachina Shrestha, you're there? Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
And she's from
Hello.
Nepal as well.
Hi.
Can you tell us how beautifully you dance and you are interested in dancing?
Thank you very much.
Okay, am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
You're audible to me, yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Okay, so moving forward, I will give a
I can
short
hear
description
you.
of the agenda on the agenda, what we'll be discussing on in the later phase. First, we'll be discussing on the fashion, the different fashion to add. We have a different fashion in every country, right? So we'll be discussing on which country, like what kind of fashion, what kind of trend is going on. And in the later part, we'll be discussing on the woman empowerment. What is the scenario of woman empowerment in the particular country, so that we can also take some suggestions from a particular country. Maybe in India we have a separate system. In Sri Lanka we have a separate system. So we'll be discussing on that part as well in the later part of the webinar. And the end and at last we'll be announcing our winner as well of the contest. So yeah, moving forward, um, I would like to welcome Miss Puspalata to give a short welcome note on this webinar.
Hi everyone. Like, I'm really glad you guys made your time to join the conference, and yeah, I'm hoping forward to talk to you guys in regular basis, and like we can also build some sort of network or something which might be fruitful for all of us in future, or if not fruitful, then like we can just communicate and share the problems, or like just comfort each other, or like be there in any way we can. So yeah, thank you guys.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
yeah, that's a nice short and sweet welcome note, Miss Puspa. So moving forward, I mean, before starting, let me know. I mean, what is fashion? Like just a simple term, fashion. What is fashion means to you? I'll start from Miss Alina. Yeah, what is fashion to you in a simple term?
Lina, you are in mute.
You're on mute.
You have to unmute.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So, for
Yeah.
me, I think fashion is all about like the trend, like what's going on. Fashion is something that moves so fast. Every second and every minute, and every individual has their own style, and it's like you cannot say that. Um, what do you? How do I put this together? Wait, this wrong.
Yeah, we can hear you, Lina.
Okay, so I was saying, I'm so sorry. I am blacking out.
That's
I
okay.
That
can you come back to me like
yeah, definitely,
No
Lina,
problem.
definitely,
yeah.
no problem. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, fashion is something like I'm talking from my perspective. I'm sorry, I didn't get let you guys to talk. So, like from my perspective, I'm just helping Lina. From my perspective, what fashion to me is encouragement. It's motivation to me. I mean, if you are dressed up nicely, definitely you'll get a lot of encouragement. You'll be confident. In a simple word, I can define fashion is confident to me. If I'm completely dressed up nice in a proper way, so I'm confident to walk in front of the mass and I can talk anything I want. So in simple term, I can define as a confidence to me. Fashion gives me confidence. And moving forward, like let's hear what Supani has to say on fashion.
Mm, I think fashion is how you decide to take yourself or bring yourself out. So it can be the way you dress, maybe your hair, maybe your makeup. So how you maybe decorate yourself, and basically for me, it is how you take yourself out, how you go out, how you show yourself to a crowd. It says a lot about your personality, about you.
Okay, so what you are defining is like fashion defines you. I mean, the way of dressing defines you.
It defines a lot about you.
Oh, okay, great to hear that from you,
Just my
Supani.
opinion.
Yeah.
There can
Yeah,
be
yeah, it's exactly. I mean, I agree with you, Supani. That totally defines a personality as well. Exactly. And again, moving forward, let's hear from Saren what she has to say on this topic. What fashion is to her. I think you're on mute, Saren.
Mhm. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Okay, I believe fashion is a way of art. I see it as a form of art. It's a way that you express yourself. In this case, it's with your body. And just like sorry, I lost your name. Is it from Sri Lanka? Just like she said, it's it could be your hair, it could be your eyes, it could be the way you dress. Yeah, at the world, it's a form how you look at yourself and how you want to express yourself. And the way you express yourself, I see that in a whole as a form of art. And if you look at it closely, you can definitely see its art, because you have some people that go on very casual without makeup, just the normal, and then you have like the drag the drag people that paint all over and dress up with feathers, and that's the very deep side of it, and that's why I see it as art.
Nice. Uh, Thank you for explanation. Sorry, Sharon. It's a nice explanation. Fashion is truly an art, actually.
Yeah.
Great to hear from you, Sharon. Okay, well, moving forward, we have Miss Puspalata. What do you have to say on this fashion?
I think First of all, fashion means clothes. Like in simple terms, like if you have to search like what is fashion in dictionary, I think it means clothes. But like fashion is, in this world is defined a lot by trends, and then that is kind of making situation like sometimes it's fun to follow the trends, but sometimes it's daunting for people to keep up with the trends. So yeah, I think fashion is how you express yourself without daunting yourself. I think that's fashion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I clearly get you, Puspa. Yes. Okay, let's hear what we have from our friend, Pakistani friend, Miss Hena. How do you take fashion as, from your opinion?
For me, fashion is like the way how you carry the ongoing things, ongoing trends, like whatever is ongoing, the way you carry the things. It's about your dress, your shoes, everything about your personality, which like you portray yourself in front of others. It's the way. So yeah, fashion is just the art of expressing yourself.
Great, great, great,
I
great.
want
I
I
mean,
want to ask I want to ask something. I'm very 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 curious
Mhm.
because I hear it a lot in my country that what I wear, that is actually what people say. What I wear does not mean that is my personality, because like for example, you see people wearing like a gothic way of weird looking. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
yeah, yeah, we can hear you,
Hello?
but it's quite lagging, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. So yeah, so but then you have like a situation where such a person dresses like that, and the first impression you get is, oh, this person is mean to the other world, to people's eyes, defined by others, but not by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm agree.
So I think fashion has there is a fine line between personality and fashion, because hippies dress like hippies. That's my mind.
And like I think it also depends on like
Yeah,
people,
yeah. I mean,
how people
I
see
can
it.
agree with you, Sharon. I mean, I have heard this phrase, and fashion is also like how people wants to see it as well, because it depends on eyes to eyes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what Sharon said, like I like let's fashion. I mean, we should not compare, like judge a book from its cover itself, and that fashion or a dress up sense is just a cover to a body. That's what I believe. It can be different from time to time.
Yeah, it can be different, and in today's world with so many influencers, uploading so many pictures and so many different trends, all of us we try to dress up in many different ways. So, like it's like even we don't. Like, sometimes I feel like even I don't have my own personal style because I'm always trying to keep up with what others are doing, and then like we see from others, like in like many times we maybe it's inspiration or many times maybe we're just copying them because they're famous or something. But then yeah, like we can't just like define fashion as personality, I guess, right now because of the changing trends.
Yeah, yeah, true, Puspa. Okay, I was about to ask from San, but she left right away. I mean, just now. So we'll get back to her
That
later. Before that,
she had
let's
some
hear from.
internet issues.
Ah, okay. How about Lena? Will she be joining?
Yes, she's there. Like she said that to come back to her later on. Like, should we?
Okay, yeah. So can we hear some words from Lena? So
Yeah, I'm so sorry about earlier. So for me, I think fashion, like I said, is about the trend, and trend is something that changes so quickly, like it goes so fast. Today fashion is like, for say example, take colors. Like today, it's all about pink, and Valentino is designing pink, or some other fashion designer taking, for example. So it's all about following the trend. Once, like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening to me. So
you are clear
I
to
think,
me, Lena.
okay. So for me, fashion is all about the trend and how it moves so quickly that everybody wants to be in trend. So they follow the fashion so that they can be in trend, and it can be the way you dress, and like so many others say, like the way you express yourself. And fashion is something that gives you confidence, because everybody personally wants to look good, wants to look presentable. And in order to look presentable, in order to look good, in order to look trendy, you need to be in style, and that is fashion. And I think that, it's just like one of our friends said, it's not just your hair, it's not just the makeup, it's not just the clothes. It's just everything put together, from the tip of your toes to your head. You just groom yourself, you make your hair, you wear your clothes, then you put on your nice shoes, and you make sure that everything is matching so that you look trendy. But then ironically, there are other people with a different kind of fashion where nothing goes together, and that is also in trend. And when it's on trend, then it's in fashion, and people tend to follow that. So I think fashion, all in all, like Sharon shared, is an art, because it's artistic, it's beautiful, and it's something that you want to look at. And like, there is a whole brand, like, industry completely based on fashion. Why? Because everybody wants to feel confident, everybody wants to look good. And somehow I feel like fashion, to be in fashion and to be in trend, it gives you confidence when you feel like you look good. So I think fashion is not just an art, it's not just the clothes, it's not just your hair, but I think fashion gives you confidence, and it makes you feel beautiful about yourself, like, for inside and out.
Wow, thank you, Lena, for your brief description on that. On your opinion.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am so sorry. Like, I tend to lose my mind sometimes, because I don't know.
no. I
It
mean,
happens to me.
you totally nailed it. You totally gave this perfect description of fashion as well. I mean, everyone has their own opinion, and we should respect everyone's opinion as well. And believe me, you gave a perfect. You nailed this
Like
fashion
you
description.
summarized everyone's points
Yeah.
together.
So let's hear. I mean, what Jachina has to say on this fashion.
For me, fashion is actually a way of life. Simply, it is the art, um, the way we dress up, the way we wear our accessories. Um, that's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jachina. Okay, I mean that's, I mean everyone has their own opinion, and yeah, Alina has summarized it in a perfect way. I mean, art, relating it to art, to personality, and the way we dress up, confidence, everything was summarized in perfect way. So I believe, I mean, everyone has their own opinion, everyone has their own thinking on fashion. So yeah, I totally agree with everyone as well. Okay, and then as Puspalata has said, I mean, fashion is actually, we are being influenced by, I mean, the movies star, the social media, the trends, and everything. So, like, how, I mean, in your opinions, guys, I mean, how these social media are influencing you on this fashion? I mean, how is this? I mean, the trends. How is this the dress up of your favorite superstar? How is this brand actually affecting you? I mean, on this, on the fashion, on the sense of dressing as well. So let me start from Supuni itself. How is it influencing you, Supuni?
I think social media has a big influence on fashion, especially currently as we are dealing with the pandemic and we are locked down. We don't have opportunities to go out. Usually, when we go out and we see people and when we move with people, that also shapes our opinions, our desires, our wantings to be dressed up in a certain way. So, but now since we don't have it, the only option we are left out with is social media or movies or basically through technology what we see. So that today it because of that we I believe that there's a big influence and there's a big impact uh, social media does to our fashion desires. It personally, for me, also that's the same. And also, I think the pandemic has made me change a lot of my personal fashion choices. And we've been at home for a long time, and we tend to redo the I tend to redo the wardrobe. And so what I see when I go social media is from the accounts I follow or the recommendations. So then I think I have changed during this lockdown. My fashion and my desires to be dressed up in a certain way has changed a lot. So I think it does a big impact. It makes a big impact.
Okay, I mean, what do you like? I mean, in, if you see a, like, sorry, pardon me, but like, how do you see it? I mean, when you see a picture in the Instagram that you follow, so like, how do you see that picture actually? Like, what do you
Mhm.
see in that picture that tends you to attract, that attracts you? How do you see it?
Uh, yeah, so if it is like a famous person, of course, there's a reason
Mm-hmm.
because we have our role models, we have our own people who we look up upon to. So if that person is, promoting something or wearing something, of course, our maybe not consciously, unconsciously, we feel that we like it. So it depends on the person who wears it, and it can also be the brand. So if it is a brand that we love, and if it's a brand which is famous and known by a lot of people, then also we tend to go to that. And also, if so it depends on the person who wears it also. um, yeah, so that's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying in a simple words that you are following the people who you like actually, like the one who is wearing it and the
Yeah,
brand.
so yeah, me personally, my social media, if you, it's just my opinion. I like to follow only the people who motivates me and who I like to take something. I don't like to follow everyone
Nice.
because I feel like they have a big influence. So I don't like to follow a page or a person who has a negative influence on me. So I like to personally follow people I like.
Oh, that's a good tip. Like because like sometimes we might just subconsciously observe negative things as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that
nice
process
tip.
is not conscious actually. It's very
Mm.
conscious. We don't think. So I just make sure I follow only important and positive accounts.
Yeah. that the one who gives you positive vibes, the positive things to do in your life as well.
Yes.
We should follow persons like that way rather than blindly following someone. Okay, yeah. So that was great from you, Supani. Good. And let's hear out from our friend Hina from Pakistan. How does it impact you? I mean, how does this social media, the movies, especially the Bollywood movies in Asian region, I can say, how does this influence you in your fashion sense?
Okay, for me, I don't like such movies, so I don't go for movies. I
Okay.
just used to go on Instagram. There are a lot of influencers these days, bloggers everywhere. So the way they dress up, the new things they just introduced, I just wanted to pick up everything from them because in this way you can get like a wide range of fashion trends from them. They are not from my country, they are from all over the world. So I can get actually what's going in the world these days and so what's in the fashion these days. So in this way, like, yeah, I can get the oral fashion trends. So Instagram for me is the biggest platform to for fashion adaptation and every updations. So yeah, I used to follow different brands and for like I just wanted to keep in contact with the different bloggers. So the way they dress up, the way they carry the different things, impacts have a huge impact over me. So yeah,
Mm,
social media is a good platform for fashion things like.
yeah, thank you for your words, Hina. That really means a lot. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, let's hear from our friend Lina. How does this Instagram, the social media, I say, how does this impact you? I mean, in your
Like
dressing sense and in the fashion.
for me, I think Instagram has been a huge influence on me because it brings that kind of that connectedness. Like there are so many people around the world, and they're accordingly every country has their own trend, their own fashion. So for me, I feel like it's like more like an innovation to fashion because you see all kinds of trends popping up every single day and different kinds of people. There's so much of diversity in fashion. That's what I personally learned from Instagram. And then not just that, but also what do you say? It's just it's such an influence for me because I basically follow. I used to follow in my old account like a lot of brands, and right now currently I'm only following Poshak, your brand.
Thank
But
you. That means a lot.
yeah, but I think it's really interesting for me, to check out different kinds of costumes, like what people are wearing and how they're, showing it off, flaunting themselves and different trends. Like it's just to me, all in all, it's just a very beautiful platform for fashion, Instagram, where you can display to the whole world and it's just instantaneous and it just connects the whole world together, in one, and it can all be one in fashion. That's all.
Okay, yeah, good point. Yeah, and really, thank you for following us.
It's my
Yeah,
pleasure.
and pardon me, Lina. Like, I would like to add one more question to you. Like, what do you want to see in a post, fashion related? Like, if, for example, you said you are just following Poshak. So, would you recommend a little of tips? Like, what do you want to see in the post, in a fashion?
For
Like,
me,
how do you want to see the post?
I'm very much into basic clothing. Like I I like patterns, but not so much for me because it's a little loud. But for me, I like very basic, sober tunes, and I think like you can do a lot. Like the things I want to see are like I want to see pajamas because these days everybody is working from home, so maybe you can do like a weird combination where you have a formal top up front and then you have something very comfy down below. So because it's just halfway up, we're during all the office meetings and all that. So I think it'll be quirky, but at the same time, I think it will go. You know, because I think everybody will be up for it, and I want to see fancy shorts. I want to see nice office colored shirts, and also yes, the party dresses that you guys are doing, they are also great. But I would love to wear all of them, but currently the situation is not very, party-ish. So I think you guys can do a lot more. Like this is just the beginning, but I feel like you guys can do like a lot more, and I feel like you guys will make a lot more money if you make home clothes like pajamas and all that. I don't know. It's just a personal opinion, okay? And all the things that you have, the collection, that is also beautiful, and it's honestly it's inspiring. But um, yeah, I personally think that like that's just an opinion.
Yeah,
You can just
thank
think
you.
about it.
Thank you, Lina, for your suggestion as well. I will definitely keep in mind. I think Puspa is noting down it, right? I can see
Yeah, I'm
her,
putting
right?
it in my head.
Pushpa is very smart and she's ahead of time. And I've been her friend for a very long time. So she has always like aspired to do something like that, and I'm so proud of her that she's finally going ahead and doing it. And she has her own brand, and she has all those fancy dresses, and she's just
No, come on, like,
so nicely. No, honestly, it's a great moment of pride for me to see you do something for yourself and for
thank
the
you.
people.
Thank you so much, but like I am little embarrassed, or like,
No, you don't. You
yeah,
don't have to be. You
yeah,
need to be. It's a proud moment.
yeah. Okay, let's move on to Sharon. Like, how does the social media influence you on your fashion sense, or like how you dress up?
Well, I think it does have an impact. It does influence me a lot, especially on Facebook, because Facebook works in a very mysterious way. At some sense, when you look at certain types of clothing or accessories, it automatically brings you more sites and more links into the things that you are interested in, and at that point you get a more, yeah, broader scope in what you like, and then you discover actually more of what you like as well. So yeah, it does change your desire, because at some point, especially when it comes to brands, expensive brands, that you cannot afford at the moment, your desire changes. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna work hard and then buy that bag. I'm gonna, just it does have a very, very large impact on what you wish to do, or or desire to wear at some point in your life. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, okay. Like, I think fashion influences all of us, like all the girls, and I think even guys. But like
Yeah.
for me, even like even if I'm influenced by many things, like there are so many things out there, and like many things are really tempting to follow, and just you just feel like, okay, I need to get that. If you see one new thing, or like next day you'll see another new thing, and it's like, okay, I need to
Yeah.
get that one as well. And then you have
Yeah.
lots of clothes in your closet, but then at the end of the day you end up with, like, okay, I have so little clothes, I don't have anything to wear or something. So like I feel like there is some kind of unhealthy competition also going on, like with all the trends and with everyone looking so
Yeah.
gorgeous and so beautiful. You always tend to feel less, or like, okay, like I'm not up to date or something. So like I feel like, there should be a healthy balance, like where you have to follow the trend as well, but also you'll have to control yourself, how you like whatever, like you I think sometimes it drives you insane when you check out the social media. Yeah.
Like Puspa, like I'll add you a question. Like, how often do you check the Instagram? Like, just how often do you follow? I mean, the other brands.
Yeah, right now, like I am in the fashion industry, and I'm like trying to start something. Of course, I'll have to check on the trends. I'll have to see like whatever others are, producing or manufacturing, or what the people are moving after. But then personally, I tend to prefer only staples, major staples, like whichever like I can be comfortable in, like because in everyday you can't use those fancy clothes, or and also there is you know so, sometimes society problem or something. Even though you like the clothes, you cannot wear the things. So yeah, but like having been said that, like I have to be up to date with the trends.
Okay, nice. I mean, definitely you'll have to be. Okay, let's hear out from our TikTok star, Miss Jachina. What do you have to say? Like, how does this influence you? How does this social media influence you? You are on the TikTok platform. Definitely, you follow many more than us. So, like, how does this impact you, Jachina?
Uh, what to say?
I mean,
Actually,
yes, Jachina.
Like just share your personal feeling, like do you feel like you have to keep up with the trend, or like uh, or do you feel like it's okay, like I don't have to keep up with the trend, it's okay, like I just need to feel comfortable, or like what is your saying on that?
personally, I like to follow the trend, and then the person affects more for me. The star or um,
Okay, the
Okay,
stars or the models, they affect you.
yes.
Yeah.
okay. That's a additional thing, I guess. I mean, uh, so like the one who is following this trend, you actually follow them rather than this social media or in Instagram.
Yeah.
Or you follow a particular individual.
Not only individual, but
But like I think there are a set of fashion influencers right now. I think there are people who have the job title of influencer, and then they do all the jobs.
Yeah. Okay, that's great to hear from you, Jachina. Okay, then moving forward ahead, so like I'm quite curious. Like Seren share that the personality and fashions, there's a thin line between this personality and defining a fashion. Like how do you differentiate between this fashion and the personality? Yeah, Puspa, how do you define it? I mean, how can you differentiate between this personality and then the fashion? What is the thin line between these two things?
Okay, like if I have to say, personality is something how you like. It's not who you are, I guess. Personality is something how you portray yourself out there. But then sometimes we can also lose track of like how we present following others, and how we are putting together everything. And also there are some soft skills like speaking and everything that adds up to the personality. But then you know, for me right now, I don't have a definite set of personality. I always keep on changing and keep on evolving, and I feel like I'm just growing myself, and then maybe I'll reach there when I'm 30 or 40, and I'll be comfortable with whatever style I have. But right now, I don't know. I'm not fixed. I'm just like changing all the time.
Okay, okay, that's a valid point. Okay, so let's hear it out from our Sri Lankan friend, Miss Supuni. How do you define? I mean, how do you differentiate this personality and then this fashion?
Mm-hmm. I do agree with the point that there's a fine line between fashion and personality. We can't always judge the person, but I believe that there is a significant amount of saying that you say about your personality from the way you express yourself, as in the way you carry yourself. I personally prefer, if it is an official platform, I prefer to go in an official dress. And if it's casual, it's casual. But that's just my personal preference. But we should respect others preferences also. So I think it is okay sometimes that people have and also people have very 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 different preferences. Like the five fingers are different from each other. We can't compare one from another one with another. So they're different. So fashion is just an individual task. So we can't say that we can't define 100%. Like we can't judge a book by its cover. We can't 100% define, okay, this is this person from the first look. But I believe that fashion carries a certain amount of first impression. The way you dress, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you express yourself, gives creates a first impression. And that first impression is important. So I agree with the point, and I respect that people have different fashion choices. But I also believe that that yes, there is a fine line between the two. And I also believe that uh, the way you dress up, the way you express yourself tells about your personality, tells something about your personality. But this is all these things are just relative. You can't give you can't give concrete descriptions, you can't give concrete opinions, you can't make concrete thresholds. It's just relative. It just depends on the person, it just depends on the time, it just depends on the audience, it just depends. So we have what we I believe that what we should keep in mind is that we should learn to respect everyone, no matter what they're wearing, how they're talking, how they're carrying themselves. We should personally have that discipline to respect each and every person's fashion choices and their desires, basically, without judging.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Supuni, for your wonderful description regarding this the thin line between this difference between personality and fashion. So fashion is simply actually is our appearance, manners, and characteristics actually, and personality is like what it personality is a thing that gives a general idea of an individual, from my opinion. Okay, then yeah, moving forward, let's hear it out from our friend Lina. What does she has to say? This the difference between this personality and the fashion,
For me, I think
or uh-huh.
yeah, you were saying.
Or like is it the same thing, or you can say that is there any difference between this personality or fashion, or do you take it as in like the same thing? Fashion is personality, or
No,
personality is fashion?
no, I don't think fashion is personality or the other way around. I think personality is basically about a person's character, behavior, the way they think. It basically portrays like who an individual is. But fashion is something totally different because it's about the way you carry yourself, the way you dress up, and it depends. It's all about the trend for me. Fashion is all about the trend, but personality is about who you are, what you believe, the way you think, the way you behave yourself. But I feel like they both support each other in a certain way because fashion can give a certain oomph to your personality because fashion can bring you confidence, which is your personality. Fashion can give you a sense of pride, which is also again reflecting in your personality. So they are related in this way, but I think they are totally different because personality speaks of you as an individual, who you are, what you believe in, what you think. But fashion is all about the trend. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's just my a piece of my mind.
yeah. Thank you for sharing it to us, Lina. Okay, then, Hina, what is your opinion on this personality and this fashion?
Okay, so we cannot say like personality is fashion or fashion is personality. But to some extent, they are interlinked. Like you are going somewhere, and the way you behave yourself, and the way you dress up, and the way you present yourself in front of them would definitely left your marks over there. So it defines your personality for them. It might changes from person to person, but for that time, it was your personality, the way you behave and the way you opted the fashion and whatever you did at that time, it left your marks over them. So they are interlinked. They are not exactly the same things, but to some extent they are overlapping each other. So yeah, for me, because of a personality, your fashion preferences reveals your personality. You would definitely not go for every fashion. You would do the things that would matches your personality. So yeah, for me, fashion and personalities are interlinked.
Okay, nice to hear it from you, Hina. Yeah,
Mhm.
so let's hear from our friend Seren, because he's the one who gave us the statement that there's a thin line between this personality and fashion. So let's hear from Seren. What does he has to say on this statement? Uh, you are on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so first of all, I have like a mixed feelings about the concept of personality. Let's start with personality versus fashion. At some point, it does reveal a part of you because your personality is actually like the way you behave, the way you present yourself, again, etc., etc. Sorry, but then a point comes when it has to do with at some point the audience. My personality, for example, could differ when I am um with a bunch of friends. For example, I have different types of friends, and these different types of friends, they behave in a certain way which I can easily blend myself in. For example, if I'm giving an example. If I if I were to go to for example a party with Haina, I would not find myself in straps and shorts. I would likely find myself in like a long legging with long sleeves and very neat, casual, but there is a certain kind of, color
Yeah.
on it. If I walk with push to the shopping mall, chances are that I'm wearing my normal shorts and a t-shirt, which then if you would look at me, you would say, but wait, in which I am comfortable in both of them, right? So then the whole concept of personality, if you would look at me, would not directly define who I am,
Hmm.
but rather how I am feeling at that point, or in which audience I am in, which mood or emotion I am in, you know? So it's like it's for example how women, especially women, deal with their emotions. When they are sad, they are likely to wear just like, today I'm wearing my baggy stuff. I'm wearing my baggy clothes. When they're happy, they're like, okay, today I want my hairstyle. They're just going to class, but they need their
Yeah.
hair curled, they need their lipstick on. It's just how you feel at that moment. And I think that people are likely to confuse personality with your character.
Hmm.
It's two things.
Yeah.
People tend to mistake them for as one, and when you wear something, they tend to define you as that is who she is, or that is who he is, but it's not. Yeah, so that's the part.
Yeah, yeah, that's like to the point. Yeah, that's exactly what people see as well.
Yeah.
And
So yeah.
you
So
you actually gave me a small, like a different window, a different picture actually. Like this society also. I'm sorry, am I audible? Or is it too loud?
yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
So you gave me a total different picture of you open a different window. So this society also, like this society also impacts on this personality and fashion, right? So as you just gave an example, if you are with Hina, you would be like probably you would be wearing a full something, and if it with Pushpa, you'll be wearing a different cloth which you will be comfortable with. So this the society also impact on this the sense of fashion, right? So like
Yeah.
what do you have your say on this?
Like,
I think it's I. Oh wait, is it me or is it someone
No,
on
no, yeah,
other?
no,
it's you,
it's
it's
okay.
you,
Like, I
sorry.
just wanted to add in the question, like, is the country or society affects the fashion that you believe in
Yeah, exactly.
or you are practicing?
Yeah. I think it's just. I think I actually do not know because the fashion in my country is pretty much diverse because we are multicultural here in my country. But I think it has to do with respect. It comes to a point of respect. And when you have respect for someone, it's just an automatic feeling that comes along, especially when you go out, or you're going, like, how do I say it? Here in my country, for example, if I go swimming with my partner, with my boyfriend, I would likely wear something more revealing than if I go swimming with my dad and my aunt and my nieces and my, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just a dynamic of a type of, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's respect or not, or but in the sense of, yeah, I don't know, but it's just a feeling, and sometimes you cannot explain the feeling, but you feel more comfortable when you know you can actually, when you belong together, for when you have
Yeah.
a sense of we are one, and I see you and you see me, it's not that. Oh, sorry, yeah, just yeah, yeah. It's like that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
hope you understand.
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
totally.
yeah,
I
we
guess.
completely get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Hina, is it the same for you as well? Like these things happens to you as well in your society. How do you take it?
Yeah, because when you are going with your friends, you
Yeah.
dress up completely different.
Yes.
When you have to go with your family, you dress up like them. And when you are going to a party and a festival, your fashion trends and everything is changed according to the point where are you going and according to the person with whom you are going.
Mm,
So it completely society affects the fashion and
yeah.
the country also, because the country where we are going, we have to respect their fashion sense and the trend they are adopting and everything they are going in the country. So it affects a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, like since like we belong to South Asian community or South Asian country, there are certain kind of social norms and boundaries that are being set by the society,
Yeah.
and in which we have to, people expect us to be below that. But then, like, sometimes, do you feel like, okay, it's too much, and then, okay, like I might just, do something that I like and not, hear everyone
No,
out, or like, you're like, okay, no problem, like it's okay, like I'm good,
no,
or
no.
what do you think?
I'm not always going with the society things.
Yeah,
I do personally like whatever I feel at that time. I do at my personal choices. So yeah, society impacts, but not all the time. So you don't
yeah.
go every time. Like sometimes you want to wear something like in which you are comfortable, but your society isn't. But yeah, you should go and wear something that you wanted to wear. So don't let society overlap yourself and your choices. So, and I personally don't every time don't wear anything like that. My society expects me to wear. So I would wear whatever I feel comfortable in with.
Mm,
Yeah, you love expressing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and
Okay.
Supani, I mean, while I was in Sri Lanka, I could see a lot of like the influence of society on this fashion actually, right? Especially in university, right? What is your say on that one?
Yes, of course. I think talking in that context, I think there's a big influence because you see, like we went to the same university, so that culture is different. So the way we dress is almost the same with everyone. Everyone wears the same way. I think you know it. So it is different if you go out in a different university, maybe different university or different crowd. So I think it really, as a country, I think we have a long way to go in that term because the culture, the society, the people around us influence us a lot, and yeah, I think everyone should get a chance to explore and wear the way they like, no matter like thinking about the crowd. Okay, like okay, if it's a university, everyone wears this like this, but if I feel like if I dress like this, I bring the best out of me, I should have that freedom to wear dress like that. So that, I think we are not we have a long way to go with. We have a long way to go in that sense.
Yeah, actually, like while I was in Sri Lanka, Supani, I was very curious, like who sets up this fashion in university?
That is a whole next level conversation which I will not talk here. Yeah,
I mean,
it
I
will
was
really
in during
personally
my
make me really uncomfortable.
yeah, during my first semester itself, like I was like, what the hell is happening in this university? Actually,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
only
yeah.
this university, but
Personally, I had a very it made me very uncomfortable. So I think things could have been better.
Yeah, even I was actually warned twice by the seniors.
Mhm.
I mean, I was the first university, like first international student in the university.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I had to wear what others people were wearing, and
yeah,
which
yeah,
I
yeah.
was not comfortable with. So
Yes.
I was very curious who sets up that fashion trends in that university.
And
That's
then you strictly
that's
have to follow that. Oh.
Yeah,
yes. He strictly has to adhere to that. That's why I said we have a long way to go.
And it's not even the uniform. It's just the
no,
normal
no, no,
clothes,
no.
but you have to wear
So
similar clothes only.
what
I
happens
personally had
if
a
you
very
wear
tough
your
time.
own?
Sorry.
So what happens if you wear like something you like and not what the trend is on the university?
Yeah,
What
so that's why
happens?
I'm not very comfortable talking about this topic here because it's um,
I'm
I have
sorry, Supani, to
I
bring
have
it in a cover.
very bad memories on this topic.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
It made my journey really tough during university.
yeah, I can share something in that part, I guess, Supani. So I hope you're okay with that. No,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
not on your part, but from my experience, since I was the first international student in the faculty itself. So in Nepal we have a different, dressing sense. But in Sri Lanka, like it's completely different. Sri Lanka is a tropical country. It's a hot country actually. So on my first day, I went to university with the boot. Okay, and then I was warned twice by the one by the lecturer and one by the senior that you cannot wear any boots or any shoes in the university. You just have to come with the slippers. And unfortunately, I didn't
Okay.
have any slippers. I had to buy on my first day, and then yeah, from the next day I had to come in the slippers. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
Uh,
separate trend in
yeah.
university in Sri
I would
Lanka.
I would be able to talk more about this if this is not live stream. I can talk a day about this if this is not live
Okay,
stream.
some other day.
I will
Some
Maybe
other
some
day.
other day. Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry, Supani, to bring like
No problem.
trouble to you. But I was like really curious to know that who sets up this tradition in university.
uh, I would say the seniors.
So yeah,
Seniors
all
or
along.
the laid back people, who feel like, this, like, who just have in their head, right? Like they have to decide for people, like, this is the right thing and this is the wrong thing. And you have to just follow this and not others. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, and
by those people.
yeah, on that part, I would answer Seren's question that what would happen if we don't follow the trend? We'll be left out from the group, Seren. So in my batch, only me and one of my international students from Pakistan, we were only the friends in the whole batch, and
Yeah,
only quite a handful.
when we first met,
okay.
I was like, okay.
So we would be totally left out from the batch
Always.
itself. So
Okay.
that's what happens. So if you don't follow them.
O-
So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Good.
I'll move forward with to Lina. Yeah,
Lina,
what does she
Lina
has
Lina,
to
said
say?
it again.
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
we can hear you,
Okay.
but we can't see
Can you
you.
wait? Can you please repeat the question?
I mean, we were talking that I mean, this the society affects this the sense of dressing and the
Oh yes,
fashion.
yes, yes. Okay, on the same topic. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, it does. It actually does. The society affects the way you dress, especially. I'm so sorry about my dogs. Like they wouldn't keep quiet.
That's all right.
Anyways, so for me, India is a very diverse, India is very diverse and there are so many different states. So I come from the northeast region and a small state called Nagaland, and out there we do follow the trend and we do follow fashion, and people are very advanced out there when it comes to fashion. But then there is a lot of judgment that comes along with the society, because
Oh.
when you're going to family gatherings, or even if you're walking down the streets, all the neighbors are out there to watch you, like what are you wearing, and they kind of discuss your outfit, like be it parents, like there everybody's out there to get you, they're like, okay, did you see that person's daughter, did you see what she was wearing, she was
Oh.
wearing shorts, and she was walking down the streets. Like this kind of negative comments, it usually comes up like in my state. So it affects you, because psychologically also it affects you, because you don't want people to talk like that about you, especially about something that you are wearing, because outfit is supposed to give you confidence and not the other way around. So it affects you. And even in India, in many parts of India, you're supposed to women are expected to cover their face, or women, I don't know, maybe those women believe in that, but I personally don't. And I don't know, it's just it does affect you, like even in. And there is also a certain kind of ethic where you're supposed to dress according to the occasion, and that I understand. But when there is too many negative comments about, like, from the society, then it's somehow you don't feel up to the mark, and you're too afraid to wear an outfit, because before wearing an outfit, you happen to, like, you have to stop and think, like, is this suitable, is this decent enough, will I be accepted by the society, and all that, so yeah, it affects, society affects, it depends on where you are born and where you are brought up, and what the mentality of the people around you.
Mm. Yeah,
You get me?
yeah, I agree, totally agree with your point that it really disgusts when people like look at you or judges you. I mean, especially to a girls, like I'm a boy, but from your perspective, I can feel it. Like I can't totally 100% feel it. How do you feel it? But what I can say, I mean, it totally disgusts. People never like the society never judges how boys are wearing, like how men are wearing, but they totally judge what girls are wearing. And I feel really sorry for that part. Like like woman has to go through that the whole to their whole life, not only from, you can say, from teenage to the whole life, not only teenage, you can say to children as well. If they're wearing some revealing dresses, they will be like judgment passing out through the society everywhere. So like I can't feel it totally, but I can feel sorry to and from our part, like whatever we can do is just, I mean, to teach our generations, like never to
Yeah,
pass a judgment to what people are wearing. What it's their, but it's their choice actually. It's up 100% the girls' choice what they are wearing. If a boy has 100% right to freedom, like right to wear, why don't girl have, like why do we pass comments on that part?
hmm,
Yeah.
So like I didn't know, Lina, you are from Nagaland. It's
yeah,
Assam, right?
like, no, it's not
No.
Assam. Nagaland is a different state. Assam neighbors us. We share border with
uh,
Assam. Yeah,
okay.
and it's like, see, when you come to Nagaland, you will see so many trendy people, like people
Yeah, yeah.
wearing everything. So you will think that people are totally broad minded, but that is not the case. It's completely the opposite. And there's the families, especially the elderlies, like they are somewhat still behind in their head, and they don't really, there
So
are
that's
some
like
very few families who accept it. Yeah, you're saying?
generation gap problem, I
Yeah, the
guess.
generation gap, exactly.
No,
So
not, I mean, I
it's,
would not say only the generation gap actually. It's a teaching problem. Like
that is
they were
true,
not, they were
the
not taught
education
properly.
gap
The
also,
education gap as well.
exactly.
I
And also
mean,
like
Exactly. So
recently
back at that
yes, Pushpa.
time, back at that generation, like maybe there were not like those kind of clothes that are in trends right now. And then
exactly.
yeah, and then people grew older wearing all sorts of traditional clothes, and then everything what the like covered ones. And then of course there is another patriarchy situation going on.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I think this all had impact um, on the way they look at fashion in the older generation. But I think younger generation are much more forward, and they would like to change the situation. But also, yeah, about education, I see many guys, especially guys who are really ignorant. And even in Nepal the situation is like that. And there are guys who, like, I feel very sad saying that there are a lot of rape cases in Nepal that happen in past year, and that are happening like every now and then people actually blame girls and how they dress up for the rape cases.
That is true. That is true.
Those mentalities should be changed actually, and that can
Exactly.
be only changed
Exactly.
through education. That's, I mean, if a girl is wearing, I mean, a dress that she likes, it doesn't mean that's an open invitation of a judgment. People should not be judgy as well. Yeah, I feel sorry. I mean, Lina, like that point was actually heart touching as well. The judgment thing.
Even I have experienced a lot of that kind of situation, like okay, like should I
Yeah.
wear this kind of things, will people judge me or like not? But
I know. I know.
you know but then like I'm a rebellious kind of person, so you know even though I think of that part, but then I always end up doing the opposite whatever I like,
That.
so
Yeah, so
Can I say
let's move
something?
forward on that.
yeah.
Yes, Seren.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Fortunately, in my country, we do not have that problem in which men or yeah women are blamed for what they dress, what they dress is like. Because in my country is very tropical, it's very hot, and because we have a multicultural, yeah, we are multicultural. People in my country, we tend to wear pretty much scarves, like top, bottom. We are not wearing many clothes, but but even though we have that, it's not, men are not blamed for that case. What we do have is that, okay, that is not fashion related. It's in the case of rape cases, we do have that sometimes here, but it mostly happens within families. That's the very bad part. It happens within the family, and when it happens in the family, you hear all sorts of things. No, she's lying. No, it's not true. Just to keep the, just to how do you say it, defend the name of the family. That's how it goes here. So luckily, it's not fashion related.
Thank God.
That is so.
We can
That
But
is
we
also
can
so.
that is a
actually wear
sad
what we
situation.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually wear what we want here in my country. People do not mind what you are wearing, and actually, people in my country all don't mind what others are thinking.
Yeah,
So
and
we
Yeah,
just go about, I feel like wearing this, so I am wearing this. Yeah.
and I think it's like that in your country because your country is inhabited by lots of immigrants, I guess, from different parts of the world. So that's why
Yeah.
different people from different countries will have different sense of fashion. So when they come together, they'll of course will have to accept each other and how they, you know, survive
Yeah.
or live or the trends and everything. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
And we have a lot of Latin Americans. We
mhm.
have a lot of Latin Americans, Brazilians, Colombians, Cubans, Venezuelans. Yeah, so the Latina mixed in our culture has a really big impact on it also.
Yeah.
And of course, our indigenous people. Um, we're not. They are not actually fashion trended. They use more of their own indigenous way of clothing, and that is very much just cover the the your tits and the genitals. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Okay.
know. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. The ironic thing about my culture is that way back just say not many years ago, just 50 years ago, we were also just naked people walking in the woods, like we didn't have proper clothes to cover ourselves and all that. But then the Britishers came, invaded India,
Yeah.
introduced us to clothes, and
Yeah.
Christianity came into being. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, everything changed so fast, and now people are so conservative, and when you wear
Yeah.
explosive clothes, it's considered an offense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like this judgmental thing is especially in these South Asian countries. Actually, I don't understand whether
Mm.
we are moving towards development or behind the development.
Or moving backwards, yeah.
That's a sad part. Not the saddest, I guess. Okay, so end of the discussion. Shall I end this fashion discussion on from now, and we'll
Oh,
discuss on this woman empowerment thing, or like anyone has anything to say on this fashion, how the society affects the fashion and everything.
Yeah, so I would like to give a final note that whatever, however we define fashion, however we define personality, whatever it is, what we should keep in mind is to respect each other. No matter what that person is wearing, whatever it is, we should always learn and make us self disciplined to respect each other.
Yeah, and also fashion is completely personal choice. Like however you want to dress, if you want to wear from head to the toe, or like if you want to wear very short clothes, it's just personal. Like
Yes, it should
however
be
you want to do it,
like
you should be able to do that without having other people to say something on that.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Lots of ideas. Lots of points. Nice. Okay. So yeah. And the later topic is the woman empowerment. So like in woman empowerment, I mean, like what is woman empowerment? I mean, Puspa, like how do you define it? Oh, and just say the scenario of Nepal as well, and the factors affecting woman empowerment in Nepal, and like just any solutions to improve this current scenario of woman empowerment in Nepal as well. I'm just wrapping all the questions in one bulk question, so hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's okay because we'll have to shorten it. It was supposed to be
Yeah.
just 1 hour, but it has already exceeded. So yeah. Mm, there's no any certain way to define women empowerment. Women empowerment shouldn't be a topic to start from. It should be the natural thing, like that's already existing, and then men or women are together and then working for the civilization or planet or something like that. But unfortunately, here in Nepal especially, the patriarchy rules, and then we have the topic of women empowerment. So like women are always behind from, like, I don't know, from our ancestors. They always, I don't know how it started, but they always thought like women are less than men. So like they are not always capable of doing whatever the men could. But the fact is, even the men, like, men can't do the things that women can actually, like giving birth and everything, right? So like it's other way around. Apart from that, about work and everything, of course we can do everything, right? So like I don't know how it started, but it's a very big topic. And but right now in Nepal, people are a bit more educated, and then women are talking about all these topics, and then women are raising their voices. And there are so many women entrepreneurs right now in Nepal that I'm really proud of. But having been said that, it's only in certain cities, and then the people from rural areas are yet to develop that confidence and come ahead and then change the society. So yeah, it's a long way to go.
So, what are the Pushpa, like I'm adding a question again. Pardon me. Like, what are the factors that's affecting this woman empowerment?
Like, are you asking like how it's getting worse, or like how it's getting better?
Yeah, how it's getting better? I think it's definitely getting better
It's
compared to
definitely
past.
getting better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there are many factors, but like to start from, it's the rooted patriarchy that is impacting our society right now, and just the mentality of thinking that women are less. I think that's the main reason.
Yeah.
But that thing is slowly, gradually changing. So yeah, we are moving ahead in positive direction.
Okay. So, having said that, like let's forward this topic to Supani. What's your say on this? What is the current scenario of women empowerment in Sri Lanka?
You're on mute.
Mom.
Supani, you are on mute. Yeah.
Yeah. Women empowerment is a big topic, and I think yes, as you said, being marginalized is a problem that we are trying to overcome here. But I also believe that, and also believe that when you talk about this topic, women empowerment and feminism, I believe that sometimes the word feminism is defined. Not rightly. So this messed up definition of feminism sometimes creates problems. So what I believe is women empowerment has a long way to go here, because yeah, sometimes like what we always do is we blame the external factors, like we blame the society, we blame the government, the policies and stuff like that. But I also want to stress on this point that women empowerment is also our individual responsibility, because there are people, there are women out there who have gone that extra mile with all these barriers and have achieved things. So if that person could do, another person should also have that opportunity. So I believe that there are external factors, there are a lot of problems out there, many problems which we should address definitely. But the control we have over the external factors is limited, but we have the full control of ourselves. So if we want to do something as a woman, we should be able to do it, we should be able to find our way. People, like I said, people have done it before, so definitely we should be able to do it. So it, we should have that changed mindset, we should have that idea change within ourselves, that okay, I am a woman, so I have to face a lot of issues. I see, compared to men, I'm marginalized, I'm like this. So that mindset is not healthy, because that mindset makes us marginalized within ourselves. That's not good. So we, no matter whatever the external problems we have, we should have that idea change, we should have the empowerment within ourselves. It's not women, it is empowering yourself. So I believe that in that topic, women empowerment, we always talk about external factors, but we also focus about the individual factors, the internal factors, and improve ourselves. We as a woman, yes, of course, we have, compared to men, we face a lot of difficulties, and especially in South, as a South Asian country, we have more problems. But of course, still it's not impossible. We have to change our mindset. We can't wait till the world becomes perfect, the world becomes ideal. to go and be empowered woman, because the world will never be ideal. And even though we talk about equality, there will always be differences. So we should discipline ourselves to go that extra mile and find our own way if we want to do something. That's what I believe.
Wow, I can see another woman entrepreneur in Sri Lanka. Nice, well said, Supani. And yeah, you actually said the exact point. What I had a MBA project, so where I did these factors affecting this woman entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka. So what you said, like, that's internal factor that's affecting this woman empowerment. So
Hello.
my result was also the exactly the behavioral aspects, the behavior factors that's affecting this woman entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka. So you told the exact point what I got into the result during my MBA research project. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job in project then. And yeah, that's a well said topic discussion, Supani.
Yes.
And the another factor I would like to add, behavioral factor is there, and the second factor was this political and legal issues as well.
Yes. So
So
I
the
think as a country, Sri Lanka is like only women. If you take the entrepreneurships overall, and the women's contribution is like 25%, not exactly but approximately. So that shows that we have to do a lot. And also, I think in terms of education, specifically referring to fashion industry, we need more and more proper educational places about fashion, like more qualifications, and access to the latest technology that is not there. And also, I think we don't give that recognition to the industry. Still, we have that mindset. If you score well, I want to be an engineer. Still, we have that mindset. So if someone says, if someone performs well in school and wants to do fashion, then there's a question. So that mindset should go out, and we should have access to learn. If you want to do fashion, you should have opportunities. You should have university. There are universities. I'm saying, not saying no, but the opportunities that should be more. The qualifications should be more. So, and also we see, like, whenever someone has the potential, then those person feels to fly away from the country to get the qualification. So that is a problem we have here, and that is why we are behind in coming up and with new trends. What we do is Western. We look at the Western cultures and we take it and we welcome it just as it is, but we lack the places to get proper qualifications. So that should be improved. Of course, we need policy changes, and we should get the access to the latest technology. So, likewise, there are a lot of things that should change.
yeah, agree, Supani. Okay, yeah. So let's hear it out from our friend Hina. What does she has to say? What is the current scenario of women empowerment in Pakistan?
Okay, so if we are going back some years, so there you can't see any women doing anything. Like, I don't know what's the factor at that time. Maybe the women, they think that they can't do anything. But if we see now, you can see everything everywhere there are women in every industry. So just looking into fashion industry, we have more women in fashion than the men.
Mm,
So because
nice.
they think that they could do anything and they believe in themselves, and yes, they are doing their great job. So yeah, maybe there are some factors like social influence, political influence, and everything. But if you want to do something, like, you can do it. So if we see, like, in universities and colleges, we have more girls than boys. So education rate is, like, girls are more educated these days than boys, and they are overcoming in every, like, in every industry, even in IT industry, engineering, everywhere you can see girls here.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
and
a
yeah,
good
some years ago,
progress.
like, it was like the thing that IT is related to boys only, so girls can't do
Mm,
anything. but now girls are web developers. They're doing everything like they want you to do. They go foreign countries for their studies. They are doing their business and everything. So yeah, things are changing and it will get better soon. Yeah, it might take some time, but if you have the courage and you have something to do, you can do it in any environment, in any influence, like it's political, it's social influence, you can do it.
Mm. So especially in the in the South Asian region, I can say there is a lot to be improved in policies for women empowerment. But recently, I mean, governments are providing quite a good initiatives to
Yeah.
empowerments. I mean, to women entrepreneur actually, and they are giving a good space to women.
Yeah, actually, in my country and even in my university, we have
Mhm.
business incubation centers. So where
Yes.
Mm.
you just have to give your idea, they will give you space, they will give you initial funds and everything like you want to start up your business. So that's a really, really good point. We have a lot of business incubation centers at our universities, and everywhere you can just give your idea and just you are entrepreneur. Yeah.
And
Is it?
also, you guys have a really huge inspirational figure, right? Malala, who
Yes, of
is a
Malala.
Nobel Prize winner. So yeah,
We have so
like
many
many
quotes.
people from around the world, are really inspired by her.
Yeah, we have a lot of inspirational figures here. So we just need to get inspired and we just need to focus what we wanted to do. There are everything like you need to do to start up your own setup.
Mhm.
It's just I'm just asking a curious question. That incubation center is only for female, or can males can also apply?
It's it's for both, but
Oh, okay.
but they are like focusing more on female because they face
Oh,
more hurdles whenever they wanted to start something.
oh, okay.
So yeah, that's
Mhm.
why they helped more the girls. So yeah.
I think Pushpa, we should also have it in Nepal as well. But I don't see any incubation center in Nepal. That's so unfortunate for us.
Okay, later,
Yeah,
when we are capable of doing that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, let's hear it from Seren. Like, what is the scenario of women empowerment in Nepal? How government is
Not
helping
Nepal,
you? Oh, sorry. So
Suriname.
sorry, Suriname.
Yeah. Yeah. So, women empowerment in my country starts here in my country. It starts among us women because it is not a very nice topic to talk about, but women amongst ourselves are very, very competitive. And when it comes to competition, women tend to bring each other down instead of empowering each other. So there is a phase in women empowerment where we need to or tend to teach each other to accept ourselves as we are. We as women have different capabilities, different talents. The one is better at doing X, the other one is doing good in B, etc. And the point is of women empowerment here is um, realizing that we are the most brilliant creatures walking the earth. And that goes as far as entrepreneurship, being able to do everything you want, everything you like, everything you wish to become. Unfortunately, here in Suriname, we don't have much of a fashion business or some kind of office where you can go with in which they help you specifically in fashion. But what we do have is a lot of talented women into fashion, which make their own brands. They have their own designer stuff, everything, but they do it with the help of people that surround them. As in, you can see a lot of people, a lot of women here, young adults, and I'm talking about women that haven't reached their 30s, not even 35, but they get empowered so much that they can actually do things together and, become great. So in the fashion world, yeah, I know a few women that are brilliant designers. If I look at them, I'm like, damn, girl, did you do that? You have that, and because we do not have a organization that is busy with grabbing all these women and giving them the opportunity to go outside of the world, because we do not have that, we try to empower each other here to start creating our you know our people that are women, especially women that can become great. And when they start shining, you have other big people from outside the country, because we are just a third world country. You have people from the second and first world countries that come in and say, hey, I like that woman, who is she? And that's the way we make our way out of the country and become big. That's how it goes here. But we really try to empower each other, by also doing webinars, doing conferences, doing radio programs that talk about our mental health, our emotional health, everything that comes with being a woman. Because as you know, in no matter which country you are, there is such thing called as, women or men are superior than women. But once go down to the root, that comes from a place where the people or the person who knew what a woman could do had to bring it down or tone it down, knowing that we are capable of very much, and maybe even more than men. We can actually bring life, life
Yeah.
itself. So, it will be and forever maybe be a challenge for us women to find our place in the world. But when we stand together as women from all over the world, that's when we can truly, truly show our power. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's nice to hear from you. I'm
That's
sorry, Seren.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's every points, everything is like influxing in my mind. Like everyone has a great opinion to say on particular part. And yeah, so unfortunately, Lena won't be available. She had some technical problem. So yeah,
And
over to you, Puspa.
and
Okay.
also, like, what I would like to add is, like, from some kind of research, it said that women are always less confident about themselves than what they can do. Like,
Yeah.
it's from a research. Like men, they're like, even if they don't know anything, they're like, okay, I can do it. Like, I'm brilliant. I can, like, what's this thing? I'll just
Yeah.
learn it. I'll do it. But for women, even if she's great in that thing, she'll think more than 10 times before saying that thing or before doing that thing. So that is
Yeah.
also
But yeah, that's
one
what
major
make them
problem, I
perfect, right?
guess. No, but many times it inhibits them to express themselves, be it physically or even emotionally.
I want to add something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, it's just because of, I think so, dominating man society. because they dominate everywhere in the office. Like they don't give such confidence to girls. Like if they know something, they are not confident and sure about the thing. Like that I know this thing. It's whether it's right or not. So they don't express themselves just because men dominate themselves a lot. I'm sorry, but it's the way like I feel, and men dominate women everywhere.
Yeah, that's the scenario, exact scenario,
That's why
even in
they
Nepal.
don't
Yeah.
express themselves. Like if, even if they know the solution and answer, they are not
And
sure.
even, yeah, even when we see others, we always feel like, okay, others are better than us, and like we always tend to compare ourselves with other people. And then even if they are guys, we feel like, okay, we can rely on guys, we don't feel like we can rely on ourselves many times. So
and
like,
the, and that's when the part comes in between people, women as well as men. When you do have that confidence and say, no, I can do that, you are considered arrogant
yeah.
Yeah.
as a woman. You see, when you're like, no, 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 I can do it. Oh, she thinks you can do everything. That's when it
It's
starts.
almost same everywhere. It's same in
That's how
every
it goes.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes. It's society. It's just what society made of it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you
and
think,
it's
Vishal? Like, we want to hear from you as a guy.
Yeah, I don't think I do that. Do I?
Like, don't ask me, or you just
No, you
express
are my
yourself.
partner, right? In the business. So, like, I
Yeah.
think I give you total freedom on what you express.
No,
And
I'm talking about the general perspective, not how
yeah,
you are.
general perspective
Uh,
in case of in Nepal scenario is definitely really bad situation. Um, it's a male dominated society, so
Yeah.
male are actually I mean thinks themselves as a great over woman, which is completely not true. Not completely, I won't say completely, which is not true at all. So yeah, but I don't know, but the scenario is changing recently,
slowly,
because yeah,
slowly. Yeah.
slowly can't take two steps at a time, but one step at a time. So the scenario is changing, and hopefully females will also get the opportunity. I mean, it won't be the South Asian context. It won't be a male dominated society, as Hina said that in South Asian, especially in South Asian, I would say
Yeah.
it's a male dominated society. So the scenario is changing slowly, one step at a time. So hopefully within
It's a
a
long
decade, I guess, not a long time. I think within in next generation, I think women will be
yeah.
more
The
powerful
next
than men.
generation. Yeah.
And also, like, I would
Hopefully.
like to give one example. Okay, like in our country, we have a female president, but then she does not take her own stand. She always depends on the prime minister, who is a male, to decide on everything. She does not have any stand. And there are so many rape cases and women violation, domestic violation, but then
Yeah.
you know she doesn't even care to give a statement on behalf of the women of the country. I
I
don't
think I
know.
think I think that's not a male dominating society. Like I mean, it's her personal choice. Maybe she should
No,
Yes.
take some stand because she has power to say. She has the authority to say something. She should use it.
yeah, that's a personal choice. Okay, I get it, but then she is in a position where she has to do those things for the people of the country, right? But there she can't have
Those-
her personal okay, I don't want to, I don't feel like, that's why I don't want to do that. No, she doesn't have the choice. She has to do the things that are right for the people. and
Yeah.
then and then like there is the context where, like, if prime minister says something, who is male, she always agrees with the prime minister. So yeah. So there is that irony here. Even when the women got the power, she couldn't
Power. She
utilize.
can't use it. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's a personal choice. That's a personal choice. She was not able to utilize the power.
Yeah, she should use it.
She should,
Actually, she should
yes, she
use
should
it.
use
Maybe
it.
she's underconfident or like she's
Yeah,
scared of
that's what
something.
I'm saying. Like she should use it
Mm,
actually, but she's not doing anything.
mm.
She's not using her power at all.
Being a president, if she's
Yeah.
underconfident, then okay, I'm sorry.
So it
I don't know
should
what
be
to say.
changed from girls as well. It's not only the male dominated
Yeah,
society, it should be changed from girls. They should
yeah.
be
Yeah,
confident.
yeah, yeah.
Is
I
she
wanted to.
chosen by democratic by a democratic way of voting or something, or is she just put there?
It's like we have democracy, but then the president and the prime minister are chosen by the parliament.
I suddenly got an urge to follow Nepali politics. I've suddenly felt like, okay, I want to see what is happening, who is governing, and who is the party. I suddenly got an urge.
Okay,
Some
you can.
I believe. I mean, Supani, if I'm not wrong, uh, you had a woman president, right?
We had a prime minister, a great, the first female prime minister in the world.
I wish I could say that.
Oh, okay.
We, we have
I
a
was not
great president.
there, but she was really great. You know, still we are using a lot of things that she made, and then it was all men. But she was the first and first prime minister in the world. She's a great woman.
Miss, is that Miss Chandrika something?
Sirimao Bandaranaike. Chandrika Bandaranaike is the daughter of Sirimao Bandaranaike.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't really like to be political opinions, but I wouldn't say that Chandrika Bandaranaike performed to that standard. But Sirimao Bandaranaike is just so great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. I mean, while I was in Colombo, I could see this international airport under her name, and the many
Exactly.
things under her name. Yeah,
Still, we are using a lot of things made by her.
yeah. Yeah, that's a nice opinion. And let's not go on to political side. It was her opinion not to support this woman empowerment, but I totally agree with Hina. It's I mean, society can change only if I mean, these internal factors of a woman is changed. If they believe they can do it, so just do it. No one can like be a hindrance in your path. So even if it's a male dominated society, you can definitely outstand and like you can win the game.
Yes, if you continue to think like you're a woman and you have all these issues, then you'll always stay there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a huge long way of talking. I mean, we talked a lot on different perspectives of different corners. So yeah, I would like to, I mean, Miss Puspalata to wrap up this with her keynotes on this webinar.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Like what I would like to say is like it was great to hear all of you guys, all the perspectives from different parts of the countries. Though we were friends, right? But we didn't know everything that was happening in your country or like, happening that you guys were feeling about these certain topics that we discussed on. So yeah, it was like really good to know about all those things, whatever we couldn't share as friends. But then yeah, let's keep on networking. Let's keep on like supporting each other, supporting all the females and also males, not only females. But then yeah, female need much more push than males right now. Yeah, yeah. And thank you. Like would you guys want to say something at the end? It was a long conversation, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, from my part, I would like to thank you all to be here and be able to communicate with you guys. I always like to, talk with people from all over the world to have get a different perspective on life, on everything, It's very nice to see that and experience that together. So I do wish to, stay in touch whenever you guys have time to just catch up and, maybe we can brainstorm about a topic that we can, each of us have, yeah, a different input in it.
or
And
may-
yeah,
or maybe
it was a great conversation.
yeah, maybe later on we can all meet,
Yeah.
have a get together, and then have fun.
Yeah.
I wish we could,
Yeah.
all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. We still
Count me
have to
in.
go to China together, so we'll meet again.
Okay, Supani, what do you have to like? How would you want to?
Yeah, I would like to thank all of you for being there because, as yes, I also like to have very fruitful conversations about different perspectives, like you said. So it's interesting, and I enjoyed the conversation, and I like the fact that we had different opinions on the topics. So that's interesting. So I think I got something, and I would like to just keep in touch with the and follow us on social media and keep in touch and keep talking. And one day, really wish to meet you in person.
Yeah,
So
Hina.
I thank you for being there and thank you for having me. And yeah, we have discussed everything in a respectable way, like we respected each and every man opinion. So it's really nice to see you after so long. Like it's been a
Yeah.
Same
year.
here.
It's been a year or more. So yeah,
Yeah.
I hope we can be in a China again together.
Yeah. But are you going back?
I don't know.
We're all going back, right? Okay.
I don't think I'm going back for the
I
studies. I left it.
you left it.
I was like,